Hi, I'm Dr. Letitia Henry from the Prevention Specialists. Our feature non-starch vegetable for this video is going to be bok choy. Now, bok choy is a type of Chinese cabbage, but unlike other more common cabbage, this one you'll see the green leaves coming up, but the bottom is kind of round, resembling something like mustard greens or celery. It has a really mild, slightly sweet flavor. It's originally from China and it's a staple in Chinese cuisine. When I had an opportunity to travel to China some years ago, the breakfast buffet, there are all of these vegetables, and bok choy, sauteed bok choy was one of the offerings. So instead of having your traditional waffles and pancakes and cereal and things like that, they had sauteed bok choy, and they had a porridge made from beans, and a whole host of other types of vegetables that was being offered at breakfast time. So it was different, but I made an effort to try, and it was actually really I enjoyed it. But a fun fact is that bok choy grows so incredibly fast, so that if you were to plant it in a month, 1 to 2 months, you would be able to start reaping and enjoying it. And so it's one of those greens that you can easily incorporate, whether you buy it in the store or try to grow it on your own. Like other non-starchy vegetables, bok choy is low in calories, but thankfully it is high in some amazing nutrients, vitamin A, C, vitamin K, and it also has a decent amount of some minerals like calcium, potassium, magnesium, manganese. Um, the interesting thing in terms of its vitamin K content is 1 cup of shredded bok choy can provide 100% of the daily value. So the amount of vitamin K you need in a whole day, just eating 1 cup of bok choy will give you that amount. And as you may have heard by now, vitamin K is essential for good bone health. And so bok choy is one of those greens that would be able to help to potentially prevent osteoporosis. So definitely you want to be able to incorporate it in. Now, the interesting thing is the greens of all the different vegetables are probably considered the powerhouse or superheroes in the vegetable world. So much so that the American Heart Association, the Cancer Society, the USDA all recommend that you eat at least 2 to 3 servings of dark leafy green vegetables every week. That's about 1.5 to 3 cups per week is recommended that you eat. So besides bok choy, the spinach, kale, collard greens, all of those dark green leafy vegetables make such a difference in being able to improve your health. But some people can't tell the difference between all the different greens. But one thing about bok choy is its white stem kind of gives it away as what it is. So when you're going through the grocery store and looking at the different greens, if you see one with that big white stem, chances are great that it's bok choy. Now, bok choy, you can eat it raw or you can cook it. And for cooking, you can steam, boil, or stir fry, and it will retain its nutrients and flavor. Let's say you decide to grow bok choy and you got an abundance and you don't have enough people to give it away to, you can preserve it. Or even if you bought it in a store and you just haven't gotten around to using it just yet and don't want it to go bad, you can blanch the leaves in some boiling water for a few seconds, then freeze it in an airtight container, and then you can use it for soups or stews or stir fries later on. And that's an excellent way to do a little meal prep. So you would have already washed it, you would have already prepped it, and then you can come home, grab it out of the freezer, whip up a nice little stir fry, and have that for a nice meal. A simple stir fry recipe is using the bok choy with ginger, garlic, a little soy sauce, and saute that up, and you have a nice quick side dish to your main meal. But if you want to take it a step further, you can include bok choy into your stew chicken. It would be amazing in adding the nutrients you need, that extra vitamin K, and you'd be able to even get a little crunch, a little texture. So if you don't overcook it too much, you'll be able to get a nice crunchy texture along with your stew chicken. So consider boosting the nutritional value of your meals and increasing the taste of them as well by adding bok choy to your next meal. This is Dr. Letitia Henry with the Prevention Specialist, reminding you, add some color to your plate.